School student who raised $1.2 million in funding for his startup applies to college. Let's guess which universities he got into. But first, let's look at his application. Briefly over his stats, he had a 4.2 out of 4 weighted GPA as well as a 1560 SAT score. A little bit more detail about his startup. He wrote a business plan for an MIT-backed IVF startup, received $1.2 million in first round of funding. He's also a student council's treasurer and also started a diabetes supply drive, which collected over $20,000 worth of insulin and other diabetes supplies to be donated and redistributed. He also started a mental health roundtable at his school where him and his fellow classmates received 2 grants to build a mental health safe space and a couple other things like varsity alpine ski captain, varsity tennis, co-founder of a bone marrow drive. Here's a full list of universities that he applied to. Judging by the fact that he has ED here and the rest of his school list, I'm going to guess that he did not get into Vanderbilt. I'm going to guess that he got into Northeastern, UNC, UMass Amherst, rejected from Duke and Georgetown and Dartmouth, accepted to WashU and Tufts, BC and BU as well, accepted to Colby, rejected from CMU, and accepted to UVA, Case Western, Wisconsin, and Ohio State. Here are his results. So he was rejected from Vandy, accepted to Northeastern, rejected from UNC, accepted to UMass, rejected from Duke, Georgetown, Dartmouth, and WashU as well, accepted to a bunch of good schools, rejected from CMU, and waitlisted from Case Western, UVA, and Wisconsin. Let me know what you think about this application.